Hi, this is Ali, and this is Black Metal Musicians Radio. Let me introduce myself. Maybe you know me for my main project, Litanies, and for other metal projects like ACDU for Death Cult and Aristocrazia Rumorista. I also play with some other non-metal projects like Decadent Blake and Woods at Dusk. Black Metal Musicians is a variegated community born during the summer of 2023. And this is another instrument for our bands, for the bands in our community, to spread the music, the art. This is the real goal of our community, to share, to live, to spread our art. So this is the first program that I am broadcasting to you, to the world, and I want to thank you all for the support that you give us every day. I want to thank you all the bands in our community, and especially the most active bands. And I'm talking about people like, for example, Murmux, or like Beaver, or Nutfly, GVLA, Okema, Kibalion, Veleno, and many others. So thank you to stay with us. And thank you to the people who are listening us and this first program. And after this introduction, I'm really proud to present you one of our releases, released through our label, Black Metal Musicians Productions. One of our instruments to spread the music of the bands of our community. Murmux are a band that comes from France, and they released during 2023 the album Litanies du Dragon Rouge. A really amazing work. They play an occult form of black metal, really influenced by occult themes, with a mystic atmosphere. And as you can imagine, the work, as the title can suggest, is inspired by the notorious grimoire, the Red Dragon, written probably during 1521. So let's start this journey listening to the first song, sorry for my French, Le Grand Oeuvre. And after that we will return here just to make a brief analysis of the music. Okay, and this was Le Grand Œuvre, a term used to indicate the Latin equivalent of magnum opus, the term that in alchemy indicates the itinerary that leads from the prima materia to the lapis philosophorum. In my personal opinion, there are various stylistic influences in this track, this first opening track, and I'm not talking just about the vocals, the typical growl, death metal vocals. I'm talking also about the guitar lines, for example. But the final result is an interesting mix of musical shades. I was reading the lyrics. I used a translator because the lyrics are in French language, and probably I can do a deep analysis for a matter of time, but this is the introduction based on the first chapter to the main theme of this album, so the Red Dragon Grimoire. And obviously I see a final reference to the figure of King Solomon, so in particular to the Solomonic magic that is the fil rouge of the Red Dragon Grimoire. I liked also the intro with the guitar arpeggio that reminds me some atmospheric black metal track from the 90s. Okay, and now we can look further and listen to the second track, Appellation à l'Empereur. So one of the most common problems in black metal is often the lack of variety in music. But this album, as you can listen, offers different musical solutions. For example, speaking in particular about the rhythmic section, the first track seems a rhythmic assault, probably also due to the variety of musical influences. The second track starts with a beautiful keyboard part that can remind us some movie soundtrack and takes the form of a solemn and dramatic soundtrack. And throughout the song there isn't that feeling of rhythmic assault present in the first track. Speaking about the lyrics, I translated the text from French, and it's clearly a conjuration of Lucifer that in the Red Dragon grimoire is the emperor in the demonic hierarchy. This is also the first conjuration that you can read on this book. I really appreciated the choice to arrange the song, also with a nice guitar solo. This is clear proof of the technique and of whoever is behind the guitar, and of whoever composes and arranges the tracks. Now we can listen to the third track called Oraison, that means prayer in English. You are listening to Black Metal Musicians Radio. And this track was Oraison of Murmux. The song started with one of my favorite parts on this album. Guitars and keyboards create an occult atmosphere for a song that reminds me the black death metal of bands like Behemoth. The lyrics are another part of the main text, the Dragon Rouge, and this is a narration to the also known in the Jewish tradition, the angel Aniel, that you can find in the grimoire part that explain you how to create the Mirror of Solomon. And now we can go to listen Citatio Spiritum, the evocation of spirits.
Hey!
This is Black Metal Musicians Radio, and this was the Murmux track from Litanies du Dragon Rouge, Citatio Spiritum. Beautiful track that you can also listen to on our first compilation release, Black Metal Musicians Year Zero. And you can find the lyrics also on the Dragon Rouge grimoire. This part is the Citatio Predictorum Spiritum. This is a narration for protection against the evil spirits. Now we can enjoy the track O Rex. or Rex from Litanies du Dragon Rouge, Murmux, France. Another amazing mix of musical shades with lyrics inspired by another prayer that you can find in the grimoire part that explain you how to create the Mirror of Solomon. And now, before some question to Marthym, the man behind the lead guitar and maybe the mastermind of Murmux, we will listen to the last song of this album, Faible Mortel. we listened to Faible Mortel, the last track of Litanies du Dragon Rouge of Murmux. If you are interested, you can find the lyrics of this track in the chapter 2 of Le Dragon Rouge Grimoire. But now, probably one of the most interesting part of this radio show. We have with us Marthym of Murmux. Hi Marthym, we are proud to have you with us, the main source of the Murmux project.
Hi, first sorry for my frog accent, and I really want to say big thanks to you for the work you do in the black metal musicians community. Because it takes a lot of time, and the only ones who really have something to gain are the bands that join the community. Today, many media charge bands promotion, and here everything is free. And the project is growing day by day, but the idea of making bands known without asking them anything in return does not change, and that's really cool.
Thank you, Marthym. Thank you for your words, and I will ask you immediately something. First, Litanies du Dragon Rouge is clearly a black metal album, okay, but seems influenced by a death metal background. Do you agree with my point of view?
Indeed, I listen to a lot of death and a lot of thrash too. It must necessarily influence my compositions, and it's relatively annoying to comply with a certain cause. I also think we are always influenced by everything we listen, and not necessarily by similar music. We can find musical playing in jazz, oriental music, or other that will catch our ear, and we will more or less reproduce it in our music without especially think about it.
Black Metal Musicians Productions released your album in digital. There is also some hope to see the physical version soon.
Yes, certainly. It can take time. We will see that with a label that will be available for our project in April or June, but we cannot pronounce on it because it is not yet signed. So in the worst case, we will do it at our expense, and we have already prepared all the artworks and are thinking about specific aesthetics. In any case, whether with or without a label, the physical edition will be released no later than the end of the summer 24, I think.
Another important question is that Murmux started the new year with a brand new lineup. Should we expect a totally different sound, or your role as composer always direct your music towards a certain artistic approach?
Yeah, we have a new lineup, and it will influence on some tracks. We have already started to compose the second album, and some tracks are composed by Sulfur, some by me, and others will be a mix of both. Our new bass player, Desolation, also composes a lot of guitar and bass too. And to summarize, there will be no radical change. It will bring a plus from the second album, and I think that anyway, any band is bound to evolve a minimum, so as not to turn in circles. The main thing is to know the evolution, so that we will recognize the Murmux song without it being déjà vu. And actually, I think we do it well enough on new tracks.
I'm curious also to ask you. We know Solomonic Magic is not only Ars Goetia, but for example also Ars Paulina. In the Red Dragon there are passages where you relate with entities with an angelic nature. What are your sensations when you are in contact with such different polarities?
Nice question. In the band, we all have different goals in relation to occultism and different limits in terms of practice, but we agree on an essential point. It is that every true occultist believes in God. Otherwise, the imagery of the dark side is only for the contradiction with the excesses of monotheistic religions. It should be known that in the past, the greatest practitioners of occultism were above all men of faith like King Solomon or Pope Honorius. Of course, we can use magic by completely rejecting the light, but to me, it is more risky and it always ends up falling on us. Le Dragon Rouge, like many ancient grimoires, serves primarily to subdue the dark forces to our will, and this under the protectorate of the light. Also, God forbid it. The goal is to use these forces without becoming the puppet of something beyond us, you know.
Thank you, Marthym. Nice answer. It's not obvious to hear these mature words in the world of black metal, so thank you to share this with us. And to close this brief but nice interview with you, can you spend some word about your activity as graphic artist?
I always liked graphic arts. I did it until I was 25, and then with the army I had to take a break for a long time for lack of time. Same thing for music. And then after I left the army, I started to get back to it with my first band, Bestial Order. It allows me not to have to spend money on real artists who are expensive, but you know, when they do everything by hand, that's normal. It take time to realize, and I don't want to spend money on charlatans who are content to do that with Midjourney. Also, the rendering are beautiful. There is nothing worse than AI artist. There is no authenticity behind what they do, and I don't call it work. In short, sorry, it was my little rant. In any case, the Murmux project really influences my creation. It gives me a lot of ideas, and I find it interesting to say that everything comes from us for the album, for the band, but also for our rituals.
Thank you, Marthym. Thank you also to the other band members, and thank you to those who listened to us today. And remember, you can listen to this episode, this radio show on YouTube, because we will release also our radio programs as a podcast on YouTube. And remember to join our community on Telegram. It's free and it is open to anyone. And obviously don't forget to support and to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. Remember to follow our community's playlist on Spotify. Follow our label on Bandcamp and also on the official website on altervista.org. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we upload various interviews, trailers, and so on. Thanks, and see you soon. And if you are interested in appearing on our radio program, don't forget to contact us. Goodbye.